Amandla. Amandla. Viva EFF, viva. I hule EFF Free State, I hule. Tata EFF, tata. Tata EFF, tata. Amandla. Hawe mushwa maukhodu, hawe. Hawe mushwa butwana muimele, hawe. Hawe mushwa digata marokhwana, hawe. Amandla. Thank you very much. Kelabowe, our convener, Commissar Tembi. Kelabowe, Commissar Mandla, our coordinator. Kelabowe, Kaufela baetapele. Ba province baba electilwengi ke maloko a EFF ba itilempele ke coach le bosanku. You are both the leaders of our province, and anything that goes wrong, you are responsible for it. And anything that goes right, you are praised for it. Redumedise bo nkgono kaofela ka mo tenteng re lebohe o re le fitlhile le sile dipitsa le di washeni la re loba le mokgatlo wa lona ke leona le ba botsang gore EFF a se ya bana fela le rena maqheku re teng mo EFF re a leboha le fitlhile a ke fetsa mo ke tlo le dumedisa mo tenteng mo ke le lebohe hantle re lebohe moruti le kereke all our traditional leaders who are here and traditional healers. All the business people who contributed to the success of this event. The ground forces of the EFF. There is no EFF. So you are here because you believe in the cause of the EFF. Habasebe ba Komarikana 10 years ago said to us, go and form a political party. Rile rata Mozamdela, Mosa Solberg, Rabkopana les Chava, Rebabutsa Putso ya urna, Harika forma mukhatlo wa politiki, letau supporta. But Bazamdela, but Basa Solberg, but you are wasting time. You must form a political party. And that party was formed, and it is now called the EFF. Therefore, we want to thank the people of Sasolburg for having given us courage, for having said to us, go and form an alternative for our people. Na Kadi 29 May 2024, there will be an organization on a ballot paper called the EFF, and this was made possible because of the people of Sasolburg, because of the people of Zamdela. So every time you want to thank people who made it possible for the EFF, you must thank the people of Zamdela. The EFF's courage comes from Zamdela, comes from Sasolburg. Comrades, more Free State mo, honale 23 municipalities. Kaufela atona, kaufela, not even a single one, can produce a clean audit according to Auditor General. Not one municipality is clean. There is no municipality where you can say, I'm so proud of this municipality in Free State. Not one. And when the municipalities were collapsing, and when the municipalities were not getting a clean audit, Tukwan was MEC of Kokta. Today, Tukwan, who collapsed the municipalities of Free State, got a promotion, and they made him the premier. Because In the ANC, when you are lazy and corrupt, they give you a promotion. They don't want honest people. They want criminals. They want people who collapse the institutions that are going to better the lives of our people. So today, in a municipality, they corrupt, they collapsing only metro, every state, yet it can't get the most basic right. How you come o better smell sa drainage, sa sewer, because the sewer and the drainage system are dysfunctional. But bakomangau bana ba bona ba dlaka metsi a sewer a mathango strateng, because the ANC failed to give the people bakomangau a real government which cares about the people of Mangaung. Malotia Pofung, Leona, Epalelwa Kuncha, a financial statement. But what is worse, they are owing ESCOM billions of rands. Yet they collecting money all the time. They owe water board 6 million. How are they going to give the people of Malotia Pofung a clean water when they are failing to pay 6 million to the water board? Comrades, there was a cholera outbreak last year that took the lives of the people. Mara, till today, the ANC has got no systems in place on how they are going to fix the sewer spillage which was going into the Val River. But till today, there is no system on how we can save life. It's not only here, it is also in Hanskral, where people died of cholera. How can you die of cholera if you have a functional government? How can you have a sewer spillage into the water that people drink when you've got a responsible government? So go Tshwane, ke DA today, mo ngwate ke ANC ngwate, yet they do the same thing. What is common about the two of them is that they don't care about an African child. Comrades, but by 220 million by Lindiwe Sulu, Barbatlo Fixa Meti, today, Asangaribo 200 million or ile kokai. So we say to you, Halio Vota, Leopoldo, there was money dedicated to give you clean water. And that money is nowhere to be found, yet we still don't have a clean water. So, comrades, only the EFF in Free State can make things possible. More EFF is a high fit, you'll see that the EFF was. EFF, it's all on a line. Mama Winnie Madixela Mandela, or by Tie, Mama Winnie Madixela Mandela Museum. After Bajile Chele, ya Manatwa Bramford. The EFF exposed that corruption. Today, that house in place, it's a museum because the EFF fought very hard for that house to be built. Comrades, EFF, it's a intervene everywhere, especially more international institutions. But you find that those institutions are not registered and their causes are recognized. As a result, they steal money from our brothers and sisters. The EFF those institutions, not as a courtesy visit. We go to them, and we have been closing them here in Free State one by one, because we cannot allow any institution to provide a qualification that is not recognized. That is stealing from our own brothers. Comrades, no confidence. How about our receive? Remove mayor. Wakomangawa is so corrupt. Until today, because but by ANC combined, how they are all the same. So how replace Amotwa ANC, Amotwa ANC? You are moving from something worse to something extreme. So you must never say there is something better in the ANC. Agra Zuma, Nernana Zuma West. No return as long as Utwa ANC. Otibor, how move more corrupt, Oyako more corrupt. Because Ranko, Wile Achia Teddy Adi Kenya Kamara Matras, Adi Kenya Kamara di sofa, Mara Neris Mau corrupt, Marazaka Tenya Chele Kamo Matrasi. Abono Riolo, it's a mile to west, from west to extreme west. And Uki puts out how to Ramapot. Hotena le titi abarenge Paul Mashatile, la le mafia, la destroy our country the same way he destroyed Alexander. How about South Africa is finally elected? Ukete Paul Mashatile. So how roots of Paul Mashatile okopana limbalula machama skolo. I retried leader people. So Tabo Pusayan Matseba EFF is highly because the EFF managed to assist 480 people about land, or this land must be occupied. And today there is a case about EFF on that land. The EFF got them lawyers to defend them because that land belongs to them. Comrades, the EFF in Maluya Pofung, Kialwa, Kiona, the only organization in that municipality that is holding the corrupt accountable. Manzupa, Hauka Fita, Wakutaka EFF will tell you that the EFF made municipal officials to be charged with fraud and corruption. So we don't want to get involved in corruption. Anyone who is corrupt in the ANC will be exposed by the EFF. That is why we don't want EFF councillors who are friends with corrupt ANC councillors. Showed you amongst us. More exposed immediately and remove her from that office, because we believe that our people must benefit from the services of the government. Comrades, we want land to be given to our people here in Free State, and not just land to settle. We want our people to be given proper land where they can do farming. There must be a farmer from each and every family, because Baba farming came as where you don't want anything to do with farming, but you are forgetting that mango cabbage, meat comes from farming. So, ha le sa farming, hora or lija dijo tse fang ke maburu, and ha maburu a ka kwa dijo tse la go down because you are not farming. So re batla hore le farme, le be le lefatshe, le produce all types of products, because we fought to have Africans, in particular women, participating in the production of salt and sorghum. So we want more people to participate in agriculture. 40% of potatoes and 40% of white maize comes from here in Free State. Who are the ones who are producing maize here in Free State? There's poverty in Free State because the maize is not produced by you. So you have to produce the maize, because without producing food for yourself, you are at the mercy of the white Afrikaners. We are not taking land from the white Afrikaners. We are saying to them, the land goes to the state and is owned by the state. So that if you don't use it for the right purpose, the state can give another one to use that land for the right purpose. And people die. We must never do that. We must take our people to a proper land. We must make sure that as we give our people land, let's cover for the peace. Like Moy Dry, I remember to Barona, this stane, suggest Amori, to Elina Maramukuku, because the EFF is coming to give you jobs. One day, let us say and build proper houses in these yards that we are giving you. Comrades, rebata hole mesebetsi mo Free State. Rebata mesebetsi in agriculture, in mining, in road construction, in infrastructural development, decrease more Free State. Once we give you a project to go and get water from Pearl River to anywhere here in Free State, that is jobs for our people. So when you don't build a new infrastructure, you will never have jobs. We need to industrialize. We need to open firms. The bereke ko di feme. Comrades, le a tseba hore mo South Africa, menches, di stitjela tsa menches, a di produciwe mo South Africa. They come from outside. Plate e wena o jang ka mo hara yona ya plastic. It comes from outside. But it produces the byproduct ya Sasol. That byproduct by China is a converter into plates, plastic plates. So why that byproduct? Re sa inkerena, re pule feme, re produce the plates more Free State more, because plates are being used every day. The customer already. Plate ya utswa China. Ke batla o jaka ra plate. I don't care. And when it comes from us, I even care more, because I know by buying local plates, we are supporting business and supporting jobs. Fighters, why South Africa epalela ku produce koloi? We don't produce a car in South Africa. Mara, we now produce a flying machine. Flying machine, the most sophisticated fighter jet, which is very powerful and other nations want it. It was produced here in South Africa. But we don't produce cars. If we produce cars, we're going to create more jobs for our people. And if we produce cars, we already have customers because Africa loves everything South African. Once you produce cars, Africans will come and buy them because they love the quality of South Africa. So those are the things we are going to do to create jobs in South Africa. We are going to make sure that as long as we have the ID ya South Africa, the qualification, you must get a job. Mesebetsi is ka fiwa ma ANC fela. How se ANC, how tole mosebetsi. How se fashion ka dukwane, how tole mosebetsi. Mo ANC, mo di paleng kaofela tse di busang ke ANC ba hira batho ka thobalano. Ba donosa o thola mosebetsi. O sa donosa ba ra o le mosebetsi. Alo ntweo ya o donosa ya fela. Ro le fa mesebetsi kaofela lona, whether you are EFF, whether you are ANC, we don't care. As long as we na le pasa ya South Africa, we na le qualifications. Fathers, re batla o le agela matlo. And this house that we're going to build must be quality houses. And must not be, by the way, houses ter di bona mo sa solo ta o ANC. Habas no haba tsamaya ya crack. So we want to build proper quality houses. And these houses must have a flushing toilet inside the house. Because it's not a house if it doesn't have inside toilet. If it has got outside toilet, it's a glorified mukuku. It's not a house. So a house is actually 3 bedrooms. A house must have a lounge, a dining, it must have a kitchen. And mabota dividan di kamora. Aswansia ariwe double brick. Hore habat ba holo ba etsan tota batho ba ba holo. Ba ska utlwan tota batho ba ba holo. Not in tsetsa ANC tse. Re ke tshwara kamare ngwana o le tsanga mo. Because the houses have not given you the dignity we want to give to you. Rebana hore kaofela dintlo tse di be le flushing toilet, and all our people in Free State must have flushing toilet. Because house not toilet of flusher, you are treated like an animal. Because people follow fela. Haipetsa ububiya ya bubona. When as a human being, so if they've given you pit toilets, if they didn't give you flushing toilets, they are treating you like an animal. How your voter and the West, I get all over your voter, but I told toilet, your voter, toilet. Ya mukoti, ya use flash, ya mataginchi everywhere. How go ualebala? You vote for the same people who did not give you a toilet. Unyaka toilet you. How tenako yona? Even the last reminder, or ka toilet, I will not vote for them. Just for this way I born. Just for this toilet, I will not vote for them. We need you this time to vote with your heart, but vote with your brain. Mandela ke motho wa rona una Mandela o motho ke Julius Malema kena re tsamaya lena Oscar una ANC ausana una le ANC yentsha a wetsa ntho tse pila, and that ANC is called F. Kona mokhatlo wa batho, kona mokhatlo wo o no ha re tlo etsa door to door ha re tswa mo le tlo bona batho ba ANC ba tla ka di food parcel ko malapeng a lona ba le fa food parcel le na bonkgono ka motete ba tlo fa di food parcel le ka di ana tlo di kubo ka ana nka lo tseo di tsenye ka montlo le ekiatla hore askata maka John di montong o bue hore ya hale ke le di crew wa popola hore ka nakwela ya COVID e bele fa batho food parcel ka difane le ka mogoletsana lona rena le re tsampa le di food parcel alo tamo bo ja di food parcel jela or do vote ka hore ka nakwela no swantse o tsebile hore this day is going to le ba uputse hore ba ile ba eba mabitla a 1 million ba ka bola ka o fela ba tsene ka mola mabitleng bang rena ba iutswa ba shumisha bolwetse ba re tshete ya utsiwa mabitla ba vote ke 1 million graves ba di epileng ba re ba tlo boloka South Africans. Fighters rena mo EFF re nyaka free education, re nyaka bana ba ye dikolo mahala, and then bana ba to grade R ho fitlela a graduate go university. How fitla university a re batlo o tele death certificate ntata a re batle yan mama re batla o re ID number fela. The ID number is going to tell us or ngwana o tswa from no fee school or ngwana na thola feeding scheme ko school or ngwana mama ha ke beneficiary ya SASSA automatically qualify to get into the school. We want education to be free and we want education to be fashionable. Ke batlo le kopane go tshisa nyama le compete ka Kavela le compete ka di iPhone or Samsung ke batla le compete qualification. I'm completing my diploma. Oh, I'm done with my degree. I'm thinking of the second. That should be a conversation amongst Africans. Because education will liberate our mind. Under the EFF government, mathematics is going to be compulsory. Under the EFF government, there won't be math literacy. What is math literacy for what? Because you learn math literacy, you pass it so well, when you arrive at the university, they reject you. Therefore, they wasted your time. Fighters, I want you one day, and this is where I learned this from. So long, I can make legal courses. I went to the principal. Mathematics was compulsory in my school. Let's cancel mathematics and make history compulsory. I thought I was being revolutionary. That man said to me, Julius, you don't have to pass maths. If you have a difficulty passing maths, there is no problem. But you have to do maths. Because after school is calculations, everything. is calculation. The mathematics helps to stretch the brain. The mathematics help to make you to have capacity to think. And if you think about it, how rail koloi, utsenako garaging, just before you hit the wall, you are calculating, and the calculations will tell you if it I must stop here. Mara, so it tells the maths, the next thing I try, usale ferry, well, because calculations. So, I want you to have the capacity to think and think critically. Comrade, food said, what will an African child do with mathematics? Food said, do not teach African children mathematics. So everything that an African child was denied by the African regime, we must give it to them. Hamari, ababatur letse metlo sebedisa kai metse it's maths. The reason why they were saying don't do maths, where will you use it? It's the high jobs were reserved for white people, and mathematics means high job, and you will not get high job because high jobs were for white alone. So we are going to give you free education that will permanently liberate you. Fighters, especially you, the young ones, through education you can change your family. Through education you can be respected in the community. Through education, everybody will refer to you for guidance because they know your brain functions. Let education be compulsory and free of charge here in South Africa. Not only that, but no, not or they are not paying school fees. Therefore, it's free education. That's absolute nonsense. Education is not school fees alone. School uniform is part of the requirement at school. There are poor, I'm paying school fees, but I'm rich to buy uniform. How can I be poor when it comes to school fees and be rich when it comes to school uniform? School free of charge, uniform free of charge, or banapa, have a local school, babe bana, baskaba choke yako school. Babia, bamudile choke, barbo, sheba, the taguta thing. Uniform thing is not someone now apologetic because we want all the children to look safe so that they are confident. Feeding scheme, clothes, nama, feeding scheme, you are break twice a day. Reba feka breaki, reba fe after school, or raba school, then they can do their homework, then they can go and play with it. They will not go and steal from someone because they've got an empty stomach. It will never be free if you don't get free food because no one, including old people, can think without food. An empty stomach shuts down the brain. So fighters, Rihanna more, and outside of Mutuatlos and Solo, but unemployed graduate. How can you unemployment and graduate the same sentence? You are either a graduate or you are unemployed. Now, Rebatambo Over 6 months before you complete your course, how is practicals? Practical. How better after 6 months? No one must say to you, where is experience? But also we are exposing you to the real world where you get to know how your job looks like before you finish. Also the bosses get to see you before you finish the school. That's why practicals you don't have to apply. Come here. Because wow, when you doing practicals in their firm. So we must make sure that we give you practicals and place you in the relevant firms. But if you're unfortunately unemployed, there must be a stipend for those who are unemployed and have got no source of income. No qualified 350, but because I got 20 rand. Banana lichipili. Bakale rega got 20 rand. The same amount. Let's are qualified the same. How person to do? If you have 500 and what are the matrix unemployed? What if you have 1,000? Then graduate diploma degree, grade 3 down. Honors, grade 4 down. Why? Because Banaba Habakaya go school, Babu young school. Their children will not go to school. How to go now? Young school, but Roeta Mama, Motola 350 Malumi higher school. We are not the same. Please let people be. And why are they saying no? Why is he saying he would give them? Where is the money going to come from? They are giving you money now, 350, because they want to pretend like they are giving you money. But they can give you more than that. Comrades, only ABC, legislature. That is a waste of time. We must destroy all these provincial governments because they are useless. Hanano Anga Woods are where you are. Hurry. Musebeti premier king. You want to ask that question. Musebeti want me see that education king because how do that paper it's a national paper. It's not from MEC. How do you result? National results, not provincial results. Province, that's how useless they are. They don't know how they perform. By how negotiate with salary? Teacher. I didn't negotiate the province. Didn't negotiate national. What is the role of these people? Then legislature. The work of legislature. Legislature. Legislature is supposed to make laws. How can there be a law of free state? We can't have the law of free state. We are under one constitution, and every law must be based on that constitution. Everyone else must follow the law. South Africa government, because the law says so, not because the provincial law says this. It's the most useless level of government. We must collapse state provincial government and then have a super metro called Free State. where there will be a mayor and councillors, thousands of councillors. Why? A councillor at least about by time. How employed? Yes, sure. Bona sorry, Hariri Premier or useless, Hariri MEC or useless. Makanda are the ones who are doing real work on the ground, especially if you get a good councillor from the EFF. So we don't want provincial government. That's where the money comes from, because we're going to take the money and redirect it to give to the poor students. Comrades, Honalin Tomomari deputy minister. Every month. Bananto Pretoria, Baba Panto Cape Town, Bodyguard Pretoria, Bodyguard Cape Town, Baba First Staff Members Pretoria, Cape Town, Baba regularly Dijo, by the way. Pretoria, Cape Town, deputy ministers. How come what's up? Deputy minister ya fishery came out Marwa Patna file bodyguard. Lady minister Africa getting at unnecessary. We are going to reduce because one minister of agriculture and minister of fishery. Fishery is agriculture. It must go back to agriculture. Why do you have minister of higher education and have the minister of science and technology? Science and technology is a higher education. University is about research, it's about innovation, it's about applied science. And therefore, you can't have two departments operating separately. That's where the money is going to come from to give the poor of the poor. Comrades, Malema, Hakatia Puso, Unka social grant, Zapun and Abatama Moba Pampuas Le, Lena Corretor, Realiteba, but by the Domco, Marazamalo Manifesto, Ubadi Manifesto, I'm Malema, are social grant, are white. Bakekulu under EFF government, they are going to get 4,500 because they deserve that money. Please, charity, your social grant, your night ama Africa. Naka social grant, it's a teacher's social grant. Mkhonwaka unsupported lega social grants. That's why Kinaka we do social grant, because kitba musebeti wa social grant. How feel mkhonu chete ya social grant about card abadali keto China bareka lesaka la bupi balia kamo morahamu nyako kamo. Everyone who comes into this house is going to eat from that, because our grandmothers and fathers are not discriminating. So, they are double. More than 850 to 1,000 per month, because these children must not go through poverty. But all over South Africa and the problem, crime. One of the reasons of crime is poverty. Corruption, we're going to fight corruption. We're going to revive all the hospitals in more free state. How can we settle more free state? You will not come back alive. Department of Health, more free state, how to use the public hospital, because they don't look after them, the facilities are destroyed. We are going to make sure that all of that is fixed here in Free State. We are going to fight crime tough. How can just tunya washupa le bonisa ka tunya le bonisa hanela tunya on the shoulder. Let's actually better right on the forehead because we have no time for criminals. Aditsotsi dilwantsha maponisa. Right we are not safe. So police must defend themselves against criminals. Lele banna bao beta basadi kwala ishumana kelena uchama obeta sadi eyache nyama du zithaka yawo do beta do shapa kwa wo shapa ngwana basadi they defend la musadi akaushaka ramkla afeta ushaka ramkla usakwata because of pretender not as it palo batla uko massage mara wa kwat shere afeta ushaka klapa musadi immediately what regret or what done was think when already were apologetic when now didn't up but we kick people when they're down. Do not hit women, do not hit children, stop GBV because Basajima Alekaba traumatizer, they will about traumatizing, they will never be productive in their lives. So please protect women. And when I say protect women, do not think of your girlfriend. Do not think of another girl that undermines you. Once you respect your mother, once you feel pain for your mother, you will never inflict pain on another woman because of the love of your mother. Please, fighters, Arizamamo every day. We must never leave our house without hugging our children. No more to embrace children is to make them appreciate life and to know that someone loves them. Let's go and love our children. Let's go and love each other. Because when we love each other, we don't hate on other people. Comrades, I'm saying this because let me tell you, I'm not going to show you my love through hating on others. I will love you and love others. The reason Egypt, you must love everyone, especially African children. President why are people hating on a man who says let's unite? This man does not say let's divide. Why is the church in South Africa not coming to the defense of this man? That this man says that the children won't unite. Because what's important is humanity. What is important is love for each other, not love for fans called in Europe, there is no those who stay can go to Spain in the morning and sleep without filling in any form. The whites in Europe don't have a border, but they say we must have a border. How can you say you don't support colonialism, but you support borders? Borders were imposed on us by colonizers. And when you fight colonialism, you fight everything. Comrades, our love for Africans is a self-love. The reason why because when I look at you, I see myself. I am made in the same image as you. You are my mirror. And if I love myself and I see myself in you, why would I hate you? Because you are just like me. So let the unity of our continent be protected at all costs. I don't care what they say. They are excited now. But I want to tell them that in future, Africa will have one president. In future, Africa will have one currency. In future, Africa will have one parliament. In future, the minerals of Africa will benefit the people of Africa. Comrades, we support Palestine against apartheid Israel. We will never support the killing of people, especially women and children. We are saying there must be ceasefire in Palestine immediately because we want to save humanity. We cannot fold our arms because we are the beneficiaries of international solidarity. So when you see a flag of Cuba, you must know it's a flag of an oppressed nation. When you see a flag of Palestine, you must know it's a flag of oppressed nation. When you see the flag of the EFF, the two flags, it's because the EFF represents the oppressed nation. And therefore, anyone who's oppressed all over the world is a friend of the EFF because we believe in peace and progressive internationalism. Comrades, as we are here now, we have gathered to tell Free State the EFF is more stronger now than it was before. And therefore, we are ready to take the elections 2028. We don't care about Ace Mahashule. We don't care about Saudi. We are doing our own thing. When you live here, ground forces, you're going to door to door, mutu mutu. We are not going to leave any stone. And we are going to go in each and every house, including the houses of ANC members, houses of DA members, houses of the opposition. We are going hostel by hostel, school by school, factory by factory. There is no corner of Free State that must not be touched by the EFF. Fighters, I'm inviting you now in Sasol to join me in the march to Union Building. We are going to Union Building, and there is no one who's going to stop the EFF from going to the Union Building. That Union Building is occupied by a criminal. We are going to replace that criminal with a progressive left movement. So when you leave, you must know that the business is starting now. Don't think, we are done. No. This is the launch of a campaign of the EFF in Free State. It is called Provincial Manifesto launch. How does the Provincial Manifesto launch? It means everything it was organized by the province. We did not give them a cent. We did not give them a t-shirt. We did not give these speakers, these buses. We did not pay for anything. We said to them, you are going to organize a rally to launch your campaign in Free State. They thought we were just giving them a simple task. We were here to come and test them if they are ready to be government. And the test with distinction, they are ready to be government of Free State because now they can stand journey is too long. But we start now. You must never sleep a day without waiting for the EFF. The EFF is an organization of the poor, of the poorest. Because that's where my hope comes from. How will like EFF, like domestic worker, like cleaner, like everyone who's not paid a living wage. All the EFF. How Sebeleza EFF, who voted like EFF, you are saying want to end poverty, suffering of our people. Let's go, fighters. Let's go and fight because the ground is fertile. Thank you very much. Aman. Aman. Viva EFF, viva. Viva EFF, viva. Tata EFF, tata. Tata EFF, tata. Ano kubi siaya siaya no kubi siaya siaya no mabesetola Besishaya, Besipopa, Noma Besitola, Besishaya, Besipopa, Noma Kubi, Siaya, Siaya. Siaya, Siaya. Who left? Who right? You must start. Who left? Guitar. Man. Some rumo. Hasicha. Where were you? Where were you? I'm trying. So far searching. Emoye. So far searching. Elati. Bangelaban. Hebagit. Bangelaban. Hebagit. Setatile. Helagit. Setatile. Helagit. Kiti. Zebra. Alliance. To kill. Amasa.